What's going on, everybody? I'm Terrence, and this is Bank Shipping. Good morning, good morning. Hope everybody's having a good morning so far. If you're not up, like I always say, go ahead, get up, start that grind. It's a nice morning here in Virginia, kind of humid, sweaty. It's all good though. It's Friday. We got a 2-stop. First stop was here in Lorton, Virginia, which we've already dropped that part. It was 5 skids and a little box of tape. Box of tape was kind of annoying because, you know, it's a regular size pallet, you know, with a couple boxes of tape on it, but it had to be tarped. So I need to get some smaller tarps for things like that. But it is what it is. We're unloaded. So our next stop's in Fredericksburg. So we're going to go ahead and head down there. I'm glad we're going to Fredericksburg because this old girl is filthy. And Fredericksburg has a blue beacon. So we're going to get down there, try to hurry up, get unloaded so we can get this old girl washed. I'll see y'all in a little bit. All right, guys, so we stopped at the Blue Beacon down in Fredericksburg after our drop. Got the old girl washed up, cleaned up, shined up, all that good stuff. We're back at the customer. Just got loaded for a 3-stop load that delivers on Monday. So all this insulation goes to all 3 different stops. It was a tarp load, but only the house wrap, which is in the back, had to be tarped. So what I told them to do was to put all the insulation up front and all the house wrap in the back. So that way I didn't have to tarp the whole thing and have it high, low, high, low, high, low, all that, trying to get your tarp straight. I didn't feel like dealing with that. So we put all the insulation up front, all the house wrap in the back. So there's the house wrap, you know, my pretty tarp jobs like I like. But we're gonna go in here, get our paperwork. We're gonna get out of here. All right, so we made a quick trip down the road from the customer to the yard. Rechecked everything, you know, made sure my tarp didn't budge or anything. None of my straps got loose. That's the good thing about picking up from my customer right up the road is, you know, I come home or come back to the yard and park, and I can check everything, adjust everything after being on the highway for a couple miles. Because normally if things want to move or something like that, you're normally going to do it in the first couple of miles, so I can adjust, make sure everything's going to be tight. But I didn't have to make any adjustments today. My tarp and everything's nice and tight. My straps are all good. So we're back for the weekend, ready for the weekend. Everything is cleaned up, shined up, trailer's clean, wheels clean, looking good. I need to get some lug nut covers for those things. I might try to go get that tomorrow. Put some of that on there. I'm getting tired of looking at those black lug nuts. But here we're kind of, I don't think I've showed you guys, but the sun's going down a little bit, not much, but you can kind of see the extra marker lights that I added to the trailer. You know, not as, I'll try to get a better video or picture at night, you know, or when the sun is down. That way you guys can get a better idea how these penny lights you know, make everything shine up, clean up real good, makes it look real nice. So, you know, like I said, we stopped at Blue Beacon. Shouts out to them. Some people call them Streaking Beacon, but you know, the good thing about it is when you're there at Blue Beacon, you can kind of you know, watch them wash your truck, and you can kind of tell them areas that, you know, might need a little more special attention. And then me personally, once they're done washing, because I mean, ultimately I am paying for that wash, and I try to get my truck washed and trailer washed as much as possible because I like having a clean vehicle, clean equipment. When they're done, I go around myself. Even though they do it, I go around myself to make sure that it's up to par, you know, on the wash and everything. So if you guys use Blue Beacon, I advise you do the same thing. You know, that way if they miss a spot, they don't see it and you see it, you can tell them and they'll hit that spot. So, well, you know, that's one thing that a lot of, you know, I see it in the trucking industry now. It's almost like a lot of guys lost pride. You know, something, you know, a lot of these old school drivers will tell you, you know, having pride in your ride was one of the biggest things. You know, everybody wanted to have the best looking truck. Now, that didn't mean that you had to have a bunch of chrome and a bunch of lights, even though that was part of it. You know, everybody wanted a bunch of chrome, bunch of lights and things like that, you know, but they kept stuff clean. They kept stuff in working order, because ultimately your customer sees that. The person that you're picking up for or delivering to, they see that. This is your business attire. Not only the clothes that you wear, the vehicle, the equipment that you're in is your business attire. So if you show up in something raggedy, as dingy and dirty and stuff like that, what do you think that customer is thinking? What do you think is going through their mind? Like, oh man, this guy does not take care of his equipment, so how do I know he's going to take care of the load that I'm about to give him? You know, so keep that in mind. Try to keep things in working order. Try to keep things clean. You know, like I said, you don't have to spend thousands of dollars on chrome and wheels and lights and stuff like that. You can have a regular basic old truck. That's whether you're in a semi or a Hotshot. You can have a basic truck and just keep it clean. Keep the inside clean, keep the outside clean. You know, keep everything clean, keep everything in working order. And those customers, they'll look at you like, man, this guy really knows what he's doing. Now me, I'm a little OCD sometimes when it comes to my equipment. I hate when my equipment is dirty. That's just because that's how I am. I love having a clean truck. I love taking pride in the equipment that I have, because I mean, ultimately I paid for it. I worked hard for it, you know, so I'm going to take the best care of it that I can. I'm going to keep it clean. And plus, I ride in it every day. So if it's something that I'm riding in, I want to look good too. You feel me? And that's all truck drivers. Y'all should want to look good, feel good in the ride that you're in, you know. So I try to get my truck washed as much as possible. You know, I'll give y'all a little shot of her with the sun going down. You know, but we'll put her in the background. You know, so she's looking good. She's nice and clean and everything like that. You know, while I was setting that blue beacon, I went ahead and did my windows, you know, clean my windows and stuff. I keep glass cleaner and stuff like that. But, you know, I cleaned my windows. I dusted my dash and everything like that. You know, hit all my leather and everything like that that's on the door panels and all that. Did my dashboard, did all my gauges, all that stuff like that, you know, cleaned off my seats. I finally got some spray orange glow for my floors. So, you know, I swept out my floors. I mopped up my floors and everything. You know, they looking nice and clean. Cleaned off my shifter and all that stuff. I take pride in it. Like I said, it's mine. I want to look good in it. I think it's a good, me personally, I think it's a good looking rig, you know, good looking truck, good looking trailer. I want to keep it that way, you know. So when you guys are out riding and you're like, man, my truck dirty, this thing filthy. If you go past the truck wash and you got the time, go ahead and stop. Get that thing washed up. I'm telling you, it'll make you feel better. Because when you riding and people like, man, that truck clean. People giving you compliments and stuff on it, man, it make you feel like a whole new man or woman. Somebody giving you a compliment because your vehicle's clean. Like I said, it ain't gotta have thousands of dollars worth of chrome or nothing on it like that. Just having a clean ride goes a long way, you know. So take pride. I see that going away in some of the new generation of the truck. And I mean, I'm a new generation too. I ain't been doing it very long, you know, but I always say I consider myself an old school trucker in a new generation trucker's body, you know, because I learned from some old school guys and I took that and I try to keep that alive. That's the same thing I preach to you guys, you know, about everything that I'm talking about on this channel. You know, that's all old school trucking stuff. I like that stuff. I want to get back to that stuff, you know. So take some pride. That's all I'm going to say, you know, take some pride. It ain't very hard cleaning out your truck and washing up your truck. Even if you're at home doing it on the weekend, you can do it yourself. You ain't got to pay nobody to do it. But let's take some pride, you know what I mean? Let's keep that whole thing of truckers and chicken lights and chrome and clean rigs and all that. Let's keep that alive, you feel me? So hope everybody has a good weekend. I ain't gonna ramble no more. Go out, have you some fun. If you off, if you working, be safe out on that road. And always stay prayed up, grind hard, and stay humble.